So originally I already filmed this Vlogmas Day 1, which I kind of just made a favorites, which I was originally going to do, but it was going to be favorites and then a vlog attached to it. Hint, Vlogmas. But that didn't happen because one, it's raining outside. It's been periodically thundering. It's not like storming consistently, but I mean, I do live in Florida and this happens a lot, but still, I don't want to risk it. And then I woke up not feeling very well. I was just feeling achy and I was like, I do not want to infect anybody. And I was supposed to go to a birthday party today, and unfortunately, I was like, I had to make the judgment call and be like, I can't. I don't want to get anybody infected, especially when the birthday party's at a restaurant. So, yeah. That's the whole thing. And also, including with my achiness that I woke up with, I broke out, which is not normal for me since I take pretty good care of my skin, but since it's getting to finals and my graduation, I've been stressing out. So, I thought today I could do a favorites, but also like a self-care. But not like the self-care that a lot of people do where it's like, I'm going to go get a manicure, and I'm going to go drop $2,000 on shopping spree, whatever. I don't have that kind of dough, okay? I'm a college student. There's no money in the bank, okay? So I'm going to try and find things around the room that would help me out with this. The microphone is in the shot. I don't want that. So yeah. That's what's going to go on. We're just going to have a fun time talking about my favorites. And if you're new to the channel, it's not like a favorites where we do beauty stuff and all that stuff, like that kind of thing. This is a channel that talks about movies and TV shows, music, books, and my writing, which you can find on my Patreon if you want to check that out. But we'll get to that at the end of the video. So, before we get into the favorites, to start off this self-care, I decided to light a candle. It is a Glade candle, Enchanted Evergreens. It's part of the Nutcracker in the Four Realms line, I guess. It is sparkling fir, balsam, and holly berry, which it smells so good, like a Christmas tree. It's new, as you can see, and look, it has like these little dots around it, which is like really cute, and it didn't have it the last time I bought it, so that's new in the recent packaging, but this is gonna make it seem like we are at a spa, ladies and gentlemen, and squirrels. If you're watching this, because they love the outdoorsy stuff, so why not? But as you can see, there's no makeup on my face and my hair is wet. So I just took a shower, which is part of the self-care routine. Is you take a shower, you let the steam kind of cleanse your pores and stuff. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do before we get into the favorites is paint our nails. I don't usually paint my nails because they start chipping off in like 2 hours, but I have time, so, and plus I have a lot of Christmassy colors, and we're going to do all 4 of them because I like to use more than one color, sometimes ones that don't match. If you ever knew me growing up, you would know that. I never match my nail polish. I sometimes don't match my clothes, and who cares? Because it's what I want to wear. So, I have paper somewhere that I can put my nails on, so I don't. There we go. I'll take this. I'll put it down here. I have my computer open to my favorites because I've made a list of them, and we will get started. Although first we're gonna go through these 3 colors like one by one. So we'll start with the red first. But yeah, we'll jump into the favorites. Number 1. Okay, so before I get into my movie favorites, I originally did not have any movie favorites because I I was lacking this month. I mean, come on, November. It's right next to December and December's finals, and I didn't even have any books on this list. Like, that's sad, and I read a lot. But in December favorites, there will be books. You can bet your ass on that. So yeah, so movies didn't, there weren't any favorites until the last week, when which I watched these two movies that are my two new favorites. One of them was weirder than I thought, and I've heard of it before. I've actually heard both of these movies before. And I originally was not going to watch these movies, but, you know, you can never say never, am I right? Just a viewer knows it. So, the first one that is my favorites is Inherent Vice. And if you've never heard of it, it is a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. And Paul Thomas Anderson did things like Boogie Nights, There Will Be Blood, those kind of movies. So stuff has a little bit of dark humor in it, which is right up my alley. I love dark humor. And so I wasn't going to watch it because a few years ago this guy asked me if I wanted to watch it and get high at the same time. And I don't do anything that is altering of my system with people I don't know, especially guys. That's like an accident waiting to happen, so ladies, be careful, and guys, be careful. Everyone be careful. Just shaking the nail polish bottle up. And so, I'm going to use white first. And so, then I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this movie. If someone asked me to get high and watch it. Even though I love Paul Thomas Anderson, I don't know why I didn't even think of watching this movie. But for my film class, it was the last movie that we watched. And it was for my film and video production class. And let me say, I am so sorry, Paul Thomas Anderson, because I did not trust you. And I usually trust you with your craft. Well, both of our crafts, because we both love movies and both like to make movies. I did not trust you that you were as great at making a fantastic film. This was a really great film. Very weird though, if you're like if you cannot suspend your belief for 2.5 hours, then don't watch this. If you are easily offended and don't take things seriously, take things too seriously, don't watch this film. If you are a film enthusiast who gives films the benefit of the doubt, knows that they're art, watch this film. I always have to make sure that people know that. My mom knows that because I call her after not after every movie I see, but like the movies that I like, that I go see, and I'm like, Mom, you need to watch this movie. And she's like, on it. That's how I got my parents to watch Outlander. So, I watched this movie, and it is very weird because the main character who's played by Joaquin Phoenix, is kind of high most of the movie. I think he is pretty much high most of the movie. And, but his character is so good and so, like, just, like, he's smart, but he's a little, like, and it's based in 1970, so the whole hippie movement, and he's a hippie, but he's a PI, and he's living in LA by the beach, and, like, oh gosh, I can't even explain, it's just so good, and honestly, y'all need to watch it. It has Josh Brolin, Owen Wilson, who else is in it? Jenna Malone, all that stuff. I mean, it is a fantastic movie, and I highly recommend it to people who want to, be serious film critics. There will be stuff, like, in different exchanges in dialogues that will kind of throw you off for a moment. This looks like the Italian flag. That will throw you off. But just be patient, because it is in the perspective of someone who's high, so, and if you've ever been around someone who has been high, then you would know it's like, you have to work with them and make sure you know exactly what they're talking about, because sometimes they can be a little off. You won't understand what they're saying or doing, but it's a great movie. So yeah, that's one movie. The other movie that I watched was The Outsiders, which I actually bought. I bought this from a Black Friday sale at Walmart. In their bins, this was like $5. And honestly, I'm so glad I bought it because it is a great movie. Has literally everybody you ever had a crush on in the 80s. Matt Dillon, Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Ralph Macchio, even a young Diane Lane, and she looks fine in this movie. Like, she's gorgeous. I mean, she's always gorgeous, but like, I didn't know that she was an actress back in the 80s. I thought she was just big in like the early 2000s. That's when she got her start. But of course, I'm wrong about all this. And so, like, everyone in this movie is gorgeous. And it's based in the 50s. It's based on a book by S.E. Hinton, which was a required reading for a lot of kids. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be. And it's just a really great movie. It's beautifully shot. It's directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who did The Godfather, if you didn't know. Yeah, so definitely recommend this. Yeah, that's about it. It's just a really great movie, and it definitely has some heavy themes of like prejudiceness and youth, like the death of youth, kind of, like, because these are kids in this gang called the oh gosh, what do they call them? Greasers. And then there's the ones that they hate, who are the preppy guys, who are called the Socs, like socials, but Soch. So yeah, great movie. So yeah, that's it for movies. I talked way more about Inherent Vice, and I'm very sorry, but I really loved it. But yeah, TV shows. Outlander Season 4. Holy crap. I'm not going to spoil anything. I wish I could and talk about it with people, but my mom and dad aren't even, like, to this point. They're still in, like, Season 2, and I'm very upset. Don't talk to me about it. But, yeah. So, Season 4 is crazy, and I love it. I love the characters. I love how, just cheesy romantic it gets. I'm a sucker for it. I mean, if they have to, like, be meta about it, I hate that. But if they're, like, unapologetically cheesy, love it. So, not that it's cheesy to, like, a lot of you, but, like, some, you know, it's very lovey-dovey, and it can come off as cheesy because of nowadays. And, like, the depressing movies that we get about, like, I don't know what I'm saying, but, like, it's just really good. And I love the characters and everything. So, yeah, Season 4, I don't want to ruin anything, but it's really good. It's just beautifully shot. Like, oh my goodness. It's, yeah, loss of words. I'm gonna move on. Another TV show that I have recently started watching, and I am obsessed with. Like, why didn't I watch it before? Because of my obsession with this genre, but I love murder mysteries. Clue was, well, still is one of my absolute favorite movies. Like, I can watch a movie over and over again and not get tired. I probably know the movie almost word by word, and I don't want to apologize for it. I love the Thin Man series. It is fantastic. And then, the Abbott and Costello Meet the Killer was one of my favorite movies. I mean, it used to get me a little scared when I was younger, which I was kind of a wuss, but, I love the show Murder, She Wrote. Don't know why I never started watching it beforehand, but it has Angela Lansbury in it, who is a goddess and should be recognized more in day-to-day life, because she's practically amazing. But she plays this English teacher who writes these books that are murder mystery books, and she solves murders. Like, and she's like in her 60s at this time. Like, she's fantastic, and I want to be here when I'm older. End of story. Just watch it. It's like an hour each episode, but like, it's like a mini movie, and there's like 14 seasons or something like that. Like, what more do you need? So I highly recommend everyone watch this show. It is great. It is so relaxing. Just watch it. Okay. And then the last TV show that I've been obsessed with is Mystery Science Theater 3000. It has been going on for 30 years. I think they just had their 30th anniversary this past month, and they came out with a new season. And it is really funny, and honestly, I wish that I watched Mac and Me when I watched this show, because Mac and Me is like the worst, like the redheaded stepchild of E.T. that tried to be exactly like E.T., and you wish it wouldn't have. But it just made it so much funnier. But yeah, they did the, basically the voiceover for Mac and Me, and that was really, really funny. If you don't know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is, go look it up on YouTube. So funny. Just riffing on B-movies and, like, B-movie shorts and stuff like that. Yeah, and they've had different people come in and be some of the main characters before, but just, yeah, I recommend it 100%. The new series is on Netflix. Has Patton Oswalt and Felicia Day. They do a fantastic job. Watch it. Trust me. So good. And then the last section, I know, we're getting there, is music. I listen to music a lot, like, each month, because I have to take the bus from my apartment to the university to go to class, because I don't want to shell out a couple $100 for a parking pass. So I just take the bus, which is for free whenever I have my ID. So I listen to music. I've been still listening to the same podcast, We Are Heartnet, which is, I will link also down below. But it's been finished with indefinitely until Josh Hartnett comes out with a new movie. But yeah, We Heart Hartnett. One of the co-hosts is Patrick Willems, which is a video essayist here on YouTube. He's also done some short films, which are awesome. I'll link his channel down below and the podcast. But yeah, back to music. I also listen to music, and I have been obsessed with a few songs, practically the same songs that I was obsessed with in October, but these songs I just added on to it. And some of them are older songs that have already come out, but I am just the worst at keeping up with new stuff. Music especially, but movies and TV shows not really, but music, yes. So for music, I have been listening to Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter. This song is kind of like a jam. Kind of like one of the songs you just dance to at a girl sleepover party, which that never happened to me. I usually rented a historical drama with my friends. I think at one of my friends' sleepovers we watched Charlie Bartlett, which is not a sleepover movie. If you've ever seen it, it's a good movie. I recommend it, but that was the gist of my sleepovers. They weren't normal sleepovers at all. Not the ones where you would dance to Sue Me by Sabrina Carpenter, at least. But, you know. So yeah, that song is a jam. It's really good, very cute. The music video is adorable. Love it. Just love it. Just a great pick-me-up song. Okay, good. But yeah, then the next song is Party for One by Carly Rae Jepsen. She is back, and I am excited. Love Carly Rae Jepsen. Love this song. It is a jam. The music video is a little weird, but it's still a jam. That's really all I have to say about that song. Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. Also a jam. Recommend that 100%. Also, the music video came out yesterday, and it is amazing. Oh my gosh. It's iconic. Like, what can't this girl do? And then Younger by Ruel. He's an Australian singer, songwriter, and this song is so good. Sicko Mode by Travis Scott. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to it earlier, but it is a jam. Wasted on Me by Steve Aoki featuring BTS. I love BTS. I will talk about them all day. But this song is awesome. The music video is hysterical. Love it. And then the last song is I Can Only by JoJo featuring Alessia Cara. I've been obsessed with JoJo since I was like in elementary school, so this song is great. I absolutely love it. But that is the end of my favorites, and I'm not even finished with my nails, but they will look awesome. And my battery is running out, and I don't have another battery, so this is the end of my favorites. Make sure to follow me on my socials, which will be linked below. My Patreon, go check it out, which will also be linked below. And then I will put links to all these favorites down below, so you can check out whether they're trailers or a Spotify playlist for the music. But yeah, that's been Vlogmas day 1. And I'm not even finished with my self-care day. But I will insert a picture of my finished nails at the end of this video. You're welcome. So, stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 2. It's a surprise for both you and me.